Listen to this. By 2026, 80% of the large software engineering organizations will establish platform engineering teams. Okay, it's worth to repeat this slowly. By 2026, 80% of large software engineering organizations will establish platform engineering teams. Who said it? Gartner said it. This article came out last month. The title is "What is Platform Engineering?" Here there is the statement I've just mentioned, and below Gartner provides a sort of definitions of platform engineering. The overarching goal of the engineering platform is to enhance user experience and productivity for the organization. Okay, give me 5 minutes and I'll try to explain in my way why platform engineering is the new trend. You have 5 minutes, don't you? Come on, it's worth it. If your company is in the 80% mentioned by Gartner, it has already embraced the agile model. So to create a new team, you pick up a Scrum Master, a Product Owner and some BAs, a Tech Leader and some developers, some DevOps, QAs and user designers. So you create a multidisciplinary team composed by a number of people that can eat 2 pizzas, the popular 2 pizzas rule. You clone this structure 2, 3, 4 several times until you get 10, 20 pizza teams, and the more you increase the number of teams, the more inefficiency you get. There are some tasks which are in common to all the teams because they are cross-cutting concerns, and finally the teams will end up to do partially the same. Some trivial examples: how to deploy in production, how big should the microservice be, how to authenticate requests, and so many others. So, the context which the platform teams are born is we don't want to reinvent the wheel. Product teams and platform teams interact with each other to reach higher level of efficiency, productivity, and performances when complexity arises. So now the question is, what does a platform team do? These are the 4 areas of responsibility of a platform team: reusability, consistency, dev experience, and knowledge. Let's dig deeper one by one. So now the idea is to put some stickies upon each area to get in details what is within each quadrant. Let's start from reusability. First sticky, platform services. They are not sellable products, but they are services exposed as software as a service internally to the products in a way that products can cater functionalities to the end user. The IAM, Identity Access Management, is the one that comes to my mind firstly. Shared libraries. I don't think we need explanation about it. Tools. I think to CI/CD servers like Jenkins. I think to code quality servers like SonarQube. I think to password managers for the application or pieces of infrastructure like Kafka, Kubernetes clusters, database, NoSQL, relational database, and so on. Let's switch to the second quadrant, consistency, and I think to architectural consistency firstly, because all product teams need to adopt conformity and homogeneity to certain standards, rules, and conventions. So the first sticky I will put is architectural guidelines and patterns, and standards in terms of security and quality standards that all product teams must ensure. And before I mentioned Jenkins as a CI/CD server, I will put here CI/CD strategies because the platform teams can spread the same CI/CD strategies to all product teams. Let's switch to the third quadrant, dev experience. The platform team has to strive to make easier the life of a developer of a product or feature team. Stickies. ADR, Architecture Decision Records. The platform team can support the product team to take architectural decisions, and it must collect and share these architectural decision record which are of interest of other teams, in a way that the teams can benefit of the work done by other teams. Onboarding of new developers is traditionally a cross-cut activity for what concerns to get familiar with technologies, tools, conventions adopted by all teams. Obviously, the remaining part of the onboarding from a point of view of domain is up to the product and future teams, of course. And scaffolding. Scaffolds speed up the creation of a new project or a new microservice, ensuring conformity and homogeneity. A developer that can create in a couple of minutes a new microservice up and running locally as well as in the dev environment is a happy developer. And finally, the last quadrant, knowledge. Knowledge in terms of library documentations and API documentations. Documentation is the crucial point of platform engineering. In the first quadrant, we talked about reusability. Platform services and shared libraries are reusable components, but no product team wants to use a shared library or use a platform service which is not well documented. Now that the concept of platform engineering is clear enough, I'm sure that someone of you is wondering what's the new.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic.
That's partially true. Since 30 years, large software companies have been adopting a model based on a team which develops core libraries, internal frameworks. These teams are sometimes called core teams or sometimes are called factory teams or service teams. Anyway, this model ended up in a anti-pattern in the past. And that's because these teams became a bottleneck and a strong dependency for all other teams. Platform team and product teams must interact with low friction. The activities of the platform team must be transparent. Platform team and product teams must operate in a context of shared responsibilities. We will see how to set up a success platform team through the valuable suggestions I found, suggestion of Gregory Hopp, AWS Enterprise Strategies in Amazon, and suggestions of Peter Gillard-Moss, Head of Technology in Photoworks UK. Not now, but in the next video, so if you are interested too, subscribe to the channel to get notified. Have your bits well aligned, platform bits as well. See you!